I don't know what to say actually. I had like a. Anyway, I had something I was gonna say, but I forgot. So, yay!
Do it over. Redo.
Thanks for watching. Morning, friends. So Carlos has some work he has to get done this morning, and so I'm also gonna go get some work done this morning by exploring and getting some video footage and all of that, and then we'll meet up later. Luckily for him, he just has a little bit of work he has to do today, and then he's off tomorrow, so we can enjoy the weekend and all that. And I'm meeting up with Renee right now because we're the early risers of the group apparently. And everybody else will kind of like make their way into the thing as we move along throughout the day. But anyway, I'll take you with me. We'll see what we see and do what we do. And we'll talk soon.
So I made my way down past the Adventure Dome and all that stuff in Circus, and I thought about going to Starbucks, but the line was really long, and I'm not much of a coffee drinker, so other than pretty regularly getting teas and stuff from there, it's not like I need a cup of coffee in the morning to get going like a lot of people do. Not that there's anything wrong with needing coffee in the morning, obviously. But yeah, so I left Circus. There's a McDonald's right next door, which is convenient if you're looking for something kind of cheap and fast foody. That McDonald's is always busy though, so plan to, be waiting in line a little bit every time you go. And as I've mentioned in a couple of previous Vegas videos, it's nice that they've built Resorts World right next to Circus because there used to be a huge gap there. There still is a little bit of space that they're going to be developing for, future hotels and such, but it's nice to be able to hotel hop up and down the strip, especially when it's really hot outside, which in the summer it definitely is. Alright, so here's Treasure Island. I'm pretty sure that's where Carlos and I will be staying next time we're in Vegas, but we'll see how it goes, and yeah, we'll talk soon. It's about 1.5 miles to walk from Circus to the Mirage, and I did it in about 25 minutes, and that's with me going in and through the casinos and stuff. It's definitely a good little trek. It'll make you work up a sweat, but especially in the morning like that, it's not that bad of a walk. And before I knew it, I was at the Mirage, and I walked into the front garden area and got some footage of that. So I got with Renee and we decided it was time to get some food. There's a restaurant in the Mirage called Pantry, and while it's a little bit pricey, I can definitely recommend that one. It was really good. And Elisa met up with us. David works night shift, so he wasn't quite ready to get up yet, and Carlos, like I said, was working, so it was just the three of us for the time being, and we decided to go explore the strip a little bit.
Hi friends, so we just finished brunch that I didn't show you any of because I was too hungry to film it. I suck at filming food, guys. But anyway, so we're here in Caesars. I got some friends with me. The other two are either sleeping or working, but neither of them get FOMO, right? But yeah, so we're in Caesars because we always come here because it's so much fun to just explore all the shops and stuff in here. Anyway, we'll talk soon.
We'll talk soon.
The kind of classical ambiance and the mall inside of Caesar's Palace is definitely a nice one, and they have some stores in there that are actually exclusive to Caesar's Palace, which is cool if you're a shopper and have tons of money to spend. But we were just kind of window shopping and taking in the scenery and all that, and then we hopped over to Bellagio, which is right next door, and everything connects through so seamlessly now, and that's honestly a beautiful hotel. It's one of my favorites on the Vegas Strip, and it's goals of mine to stay there for sure, but I just wish it wasn't so darned expensive.
Alright, so if I were to carry a purse and I was 25 feet tall, it'd be this one.
So after the giant purse, we made our way into the Botanical Gardens, which is honestly one of the most beautiful places in Las Vegas. I'm not sure how often the Bellagio updates this, but every time we go, it's a different theme and stuff, so I imagine it gets updated pretty regularly. It never ceases to impress me, the creative vision of these artists, and it really amazes me that everything in there is made of flowers and somehow looks so relatively realistic. But yeah, from there we went back out to the Strip, and I got pulled in by these showgirls. They're definitely assertive sometimes, and even though I protested multiple times, they wouldn't take no for an answer, so I did the obligatory Vegas showgirl photo. I've been there several times and I've never taken one before, so I guess I have that as a memory. But honestly, my advice is that you just run away, run far away. But anyway, Vegas is more than just casinos and such. They have all kinds of random entertainment things that you can do, including this money grab game that this guy was doing as we were walking by. And of course, our favorite robot bar inside Planet Hollywood, which is always a fun way to get a drink. At this point, Carlos wasn't quite done with work yet, but David had met back up with us, and so we just continued to make our way up the Strip.
Alright, so we're in Excalibur because memories, right? Hi, friends.
Hi.
Girls.
Hello.
We had a few drinks along the way. we're doing okay, I think. Carlos is gonna meet us soon. But anyway, this is where we are. Excalibur. I stayed here once. Not bad. I don't know what we're doing, but I thought I'd update you because I haven't said anything in a while, but we'll talk soon.
When we got to Mandalay Bay, we decided we wanted to do the shark reef encounter, and so when Carlos got back with us, we went and did that. That is something I've done before, but the last time we were there, the hands-on parts of it were closed because of COVID, so it was nice to get the full experience this time.
All right, so we're at the shark reef. We're gonna see what we see. Carlos, you're redhead. You're hungry, right?
Yes.
But also you care about sharks and stuff.
Yeah.
We decided to do the shark reef, so that'll be fun. Anyway, we'll talk soon.
Mandalay Bay Shark Reef is definitely an interesting exhibit, and they were nice enough to apply my military discount to all 5 of us, which I thought was cool. And so yeah, we made our way through the exhibit, and there was definitely more to see this time compared to the last time when we done it. And so yeah, if you're into aquariums and marine life and that kind of thing, this is something I would recommend for you for sure. But anyway, we went through the different rooms of the aquarium, and one thing that I thought was really cool is I actually got to pet the stingrays, which is something that we couldn't do last time. And the exhibit ends by you walking through this underwater tunnel, and you are just surrounded by all the marine life in the aquarium around you. And yeah, anyway, from there it was time to eat, so we decided to eat somewhere in Mandalay Bay, and we ended up at this bar and grill thing. I can't actually remember what it was called, and it was pretty good, but I don't know if I'll ever eat there again because I just thought it was a little bit too expensive for what we got. The service was excellent though. The main event for the evening was the Beatles Cirque du Soleil show called Love, and this is where things kind of took a little bit of a turn for the evening because when we were leaving the guest floors of the Mirage, which is where our friends were staying and also where the Cirque du Soleil show was taking place, there were several security guards not letting people into the elevator bay, and when we left, they told us that we might not be able to get back up anytime soon, and we just figured it was rowdy guests or something that they were taking care of, but we found out later that there was actually a shooter in the Mirage. It was a domestic dispute or something, and the guy shot his cousin and a couple of other people in the room with him. We weren't told any of that. We found out on the news later that night, but it did change the vibe of the evening for us, and so after the show that was only about half full, which kind of surprised us since when we booked our tickets, the theater was showing almost at capacity. We went back and hung out in the rooms at the Mirage. They were letting people up at that point, but the security detail was still there. But anyway, yeah, we thought about going out and doing some nightlife stuff, but with all that was happening, and once we found out it was a shooting, we decided that we didn't want to do that anymore. And after a while, Carlos and I made our way back down to Circus. We decided to walk even though it was pretty late at night, but since the Mirage was still on a partial lockdown, we didn't know how easy it would be to get an Uber to come pick us up there. And yeah, so we got back to our room and that was it for the day.
All right, y'all, that's a wrap. This was our first full day here. Well, I guess we got here really early yesterday, so. But anyway, this was our first full day together. And I'm sure you saw the things that we did. It was pretty productive. Yeah, we just did all the things, right? But we're back in the hotel. It's about 1 in the morning. We're at Circus in bed. I'm gonna get some Z's and then we'll wake up tomorrow morning and do some more stuff and things. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. But this concludes this installment, so I want to thank you all for watching. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all those fun things. We'll talk soon, and y'all have a good night.